There are young people who watches my video, and this is especially for those. I was very timid, inward, maybe related to living in Japan, but later, after the age perhaps 25 or so, especially when I start to live in the States, I realized that I need to talk a lot, not meaning bullshit, but not be afraid of talking out loud, especially asking questions first, because people tend to help you if you ask questions, not talking about your issue, but if you are concerned about something that you're not sure, just ask them. Now I talk a lot with anyone, any strangers almost, because I'm a curious guy. I had this inclination to know why we do what we do. I don't know where I came from, but let me stop and think. I was curious about what I do would change my life, so I read lots of books, inward oriented perhaps at the time. So instead of going outward, I was looking at myself and how the information I got from the book can connect to what I want in my life, especially in the age around teenagers, but more like 15, 16, 17. Before that, I was studying something, but I wasn't interested. Anyway, what you find interesting is most important, because that's what you like to explore. And for that, you need access to various information. So reading book was one. But later, I start to talk more with people, maybe accumulated with the questions that is unresolved. So whoever I had a chance to talk deeper part of my question, it may not appear to be deep from other point of view, but I asked in various ways. And I think people are generally kind if you're sincere and truthful and not taking too much of their time, then you can do that. So I encourage that, asking the question of your concern which you want to address, and not to be too timid, but may need to read books or any information on the web. Well, not any, of course, but related to your interest. And you wouldn't know what is your interest is. Like I found I was interacting with certain friend in high school, but there are other group of people who have different orientation, and I moved to that group too. So bouncing around, perhaps like doing this job, another job, another job. I remember when I did like apprenticeship kind of a job. I didn't know why I was doing, but I did it. And that's part of my knowing what life is about, what people do, and why. I was carrying in the bike to deliver something, and I was young in that job to make little money, and they sent me, this is by the bicycle, far away place, but it is only number of delivery you make to make money, so I didn't make much money. That was very unfair, but I guess many people work there for a long time, and so they know what to do, so I got those jobs. I don't know how long I did that job. I made little bucks, and then I didn't spend. That's true. That's something I figured out what to do, not to spend much time, money. so that I can accumulate to be free. Yeah, without thinking, I guess I was inclined to save even a little bit of money. But maybe I was too stingy in a way, and maybe still I am. But it's okay with me. I don't want to be seen as stingy, but living life, I actually don't like to be too luxurious because that is like showing your arrogance that you have achieved or something. I don't like that. I'd rather be poor and humble, be honest to myself especially, and make the most with little money spent. And when I die, I give away most of my money away with the Vipassana related activities for people to go through meditation seriously for 10 days or more. And I don't think I'll change that. That's what I've found. Also living in the very minimum state of 2 meals, basic meals, and just sitting to look at yourself and figure out who you are, what to do. And anyway, the story I guess I started was be open to ask questions. And more you ask deeper questions to various people. And if you're not hesitant and have some reason to ask questions, especially if you have acquired some idea of what you want to do and got some idea from the books or anything or friend, and it accumulate. And if you narrow that option, then you get narrower view of the life. No matter what condition you are, find person to talk to who can listen and ask. You can ask question and also find some books and stuff that may expand your knowledge and to know what life is about. Not to be depressed that your condition is not ideal, but there are many, many, many stories that people came out of the difficult situation to go over diligently. And I guess I'm an old man talking this kind of story you may not want to hear. I just realized that I'm an old man now, but I still have a young spirit. And that's the hungry spirit of curious about getting the knowledge, how people live. And that's why I do this too, that I get enriched by people's comment, reflecting some of my thinking, and they give me a thought or question, and I can remember my younger days, and even now. And some odd question also kind of give me a sense, oh, this is interesting. How can I answer this? So it gives me the sense of jittering and, being in the world, not contained within yourself, but the door is open. So, door is open unless you close it. There's a way, if there's a will. If there's a will, you may find the way you want to live, hopefully, for you to do good and for the society. Then you have the perfect equation. Do what you like and help the society. And have that as a mission. In the process, ask questions. If you know more about the world and how people live, you can navigate your life better. It's obvious. So, as much as I want to keep on doing and learning more, and especially I get comments I really enjoy reading, let's have this spirit of inquiry. Keep the question, ask the question, find the opportunity, expand our knowledge, find the passage, going through even difficult time. Have a good day.